Guten Morgen, mein Schatz. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, October 3rd, 2019. Keep in mind that all of my readings here on the Watch Natalie channel are timeless, so you can go back to one of the readings in the archives and it could still apply to your situation as it is right now. Okay, so the downloads. The outro will have more information on how this works, why it works, and what's really going on here, okay, for all of the new people. So to the downloads, something shifted this morning. And I can't tell if it shifted this morning or if it shifted yesterday or last night and I didn't feel it until this morning. But something, there was another shift, another adjustment, another energetic cosmic adjustment, okay? Last night I got some downloads. I was trying to go to sleep and I got some downloads. They're sexual downloads. So, you know, cover your ears if you're a very sensitive person. Someone feels like they don't last long enough. And this doesn't have to be just males only. This could be for females. It doesn't gender, blur the signs, ages, and genders. And it's either something that you dealt with in the past. I could be connecting with you or someone that you're connecting to. So it's either something that you dealt with in the past, you overcame it, or you're having this insecurity now. I just want you to know that you don't, the message is don't try to, oh, interesting. Don't try to force and don't be so in your head, basically, is what I'm very inarticulately communicating. Don't be so in your head about it. Taking yourself out of the moment is a lot worse, okay? We'll see if that comes up. There was another one. It was a sexual one too. It's like an insecurity or an inhibition or something. Something about wanting to be your authentic self and express yourself freely, sexually, and then the fear of that. And I don't know how, or I never done that before, or I never had sex this way before, or what's it going to be like? There's something about that. There's something there. So we'll see if those two things come up. Okay. In today's daily message. How do you guys feel about me doing it the day of? I kind of like it because it helps me understand what day I'm in, or just remember what day I'm in. So, okay. I feel like it is tied to this sexuality. Wow. Okay, so here we go. Let me take a sip. This is, oh, actually, that's for you too. The first card out the gate. All right. You couldn't allow yourself to be open before. You couldn't allow yourself to go to the depths. You couldn't allow yourself. It just couldn't have happened. It couldn't have happened, and I do feel a sense of, oh, that's what they gave me. Okay, so another download is, they just showed it to me again. The last download, the most recent one before I, clicked record, is that you're at the finish line. Now, the finish line, you're in the band of the finish line. So if you take the finish line it's like, okay, you're running or you're going, and there's the end, there's the finish line, and then you're supposed to cross the finish line, and then you're done. But this finish line, it's not a line, it's a band. It's a wide, white band. So if you're at the finish line here, I'm sorry, this is like really bothering me. Hold on, I have to just, it's like, hold on, I'm so sorry. Hold on, guys. Okay, so if you're at the finish line, I'm sorry, it's cozy. If you're at the finish line here, you enter the band of the finish line. So it's like, but it's over. The race is over. You've already won, but you're not complete. Okay, that's what this is. You've won something, but it's not completed. You're right here. So you still have to go to cross it, to actually cross it. So that's what I'm saying. You've entered the band of the finish line. And it's within this band where something is coming to, it does feel like something's already ended. And if it hasn't ended physically, it's nothing can stop this. It's almost like a relationship that has sort of like emotionally died or sexually died, but you're still living together, you're still together, it's sort of like that. It doesn't have to be that specifically, but that is the feeling that I'm getting with this, is that it's a bittersweet look at the past, a bittersweet look back at, you know what, don't go there. I can feel you're because you've ended a cycle, because you've completed something, because you've learned something, because I do feel like you're moving forward, and that there is, like I said, I woke up and there was like a shift. So there is no going back now. There is definitely no going back. So why are you mentally going back? It's like you're thinking of, oh, how could it have been if I had only learned this sooner? No, that's not what they want. They want you to focus on the next epoch of your entire life. They want you to focus on where the love really is. It was never in the past. Let me put it that way. So if you're about to have a sexual experience with someone and you've never opened yourself up. Oh, there's a song they're trying to channel me, but I was distracted. Sorry. If you've never opened yourself up quite in this way, I'm going to do my Letterman hunch. Hold on. If you have never opened yourself up this way or this deeply or this whatever, there's a little bit of hesitation. There's more excitement than hesitation. And for those of you in a couple, this could be, for some of you in a couple, it's realizing something about your partner sexually that you never paid attention to or noticed before. And they have always kept quiet about it and never made an issue of it or never said anything about it. And it's only after you've come out of some sort of ignorance, and I don't say ignorance with judgment at all. All ignorance means is not knowing something. I don't make a judgment on anything, okay, guys? So you've just come out of your own ignorance, and now you can see that they've known all along, that they've seen this all along, that they knew it was a problem all along. And you're like, oh my God, you've been such a saint not to put it in my face or not to make this the issue. And now you're sort of regretful of, oh my God, this whole entire time they wanted me to do this and I didn't, or I shouldn't have been doing that because I don't like it. And they just never said anything because they didn't want to hurt my feelings and my ego. It's something like that. Okay, so that's for couples. If this is also someone about to get into it with someone, and you're at a level now where you're looking at the past, and this is why I'm saying don't stay there. Don't stay in this mental sort of bittersweet regret. And it's like you're looking back at all the relationships, just kind of thinking like, oh, it could have been all of this. It could have been all of that. No, it couldn't. I'm telling you right now, it could have never been what this is about to be. Wow. That's not even my words. That's their words up above, okay? It could have never been what it's about to be. So you don't have to feel shame, regret, sadness over the past. If you've done someone wrong, if you cheated on someone and you've learned the error of your ways, or if you were just never open and loving and you can now be open and loving with this new connection that's coming in, do not beat yourself up. I'm telling you again, do not beat yourself up. It could have never been what it's about to be. It could have never been. Not just for you, it's for the other person as well. They had to learn things. They had to go through their own cycles and endings and all that jazz, okay? So do it with me. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And let it go. It's gone. It's gone. You don't have to think about it anymore. We're going to the future now. take my hand. Okay, let's do it together. Let's go to the future together, okay? Because the future is extremely stable. It's stable, it's solid, it's very thorough. This is the most dependable night of all the 4 nights. Okay? Every night has a little bit of an insecurity. All of the nights in the tarot are insecure. Okay? I don't always say that, but it's the truth. It doesn't always come up, but they are all insecure. They're not kings. They're not an emperor. They came from pagehood. Now they're a knight, and they're just sort of, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the most secure out of the insecure archetypes of these knights, okay? This is the one. I feel like this is actually you. I feel like you are the one that is so solid and moving. Ooh, hold on. There's communication. This is a messenger entrusted with a very important transmission. I spoke too soon. It's almost like a password protected message or something. It's sort of like locked. Interesting. Ooh. 2 7s, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, hold on. Wow. You hear news, you convey information. Whatever you receive, let me put it this way, because this could be like a ricochet effect, like someone else gets a message and their response to the message is what you react to, or you get a message and you react to it. There's reactions, there's reactions here, and the reactions are very positive and the reactions are very affirmative. They want me to say affirmative. So if you're looking for yes or no, the answer is affirmative. And I feel like both of you, because you're one of these 2 lovers, this is a soulmate card. This is soulmate here. We're talking soulmate energy. And that's why it could have never been what it's about to be, is because they weren't soulmates. They were lessons. This soulmate is a reward. It's a reward, and it's also, instead of lessons being learned painfully, where the end result is you let go of the person, you let go of the lesson, this is learning through growth, where you can learn and grow with this soulmate. Because I've said it before, but I'll say it again. We have the masculine, the feminine, and the superconscious, the angel, okay? He looks at her, she's looking up. The conscious has to go through the subconscious in order to access the superconscious, in order to access that higher knowledge, in order to access the most divine, sacred, cosmic wisdom of everything within yourself. Okay, you understand where I'm going with this. So in order for this to kind of happen, you need the 3. You need all of this. So, and I'm not saying 1 and 1 make 1. I'm saying 1 and 1 make 2. So never lose your individuality. I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm saying is that this is a person who you both grow in vibration with, where instead of learning through toxicity and learning about breaking toxic cycles to break this toxic cycle, to learn how to do it, this is not a toxic cycle. This is actually a cycle of positive growth in this relationship. So you will go through cycles with this person, like every relationship has its ebbs and flows, but it will not be painful and gloom and doom that the past was. The past, I feel like, was a lot of high drama, a lot of word manipulation with words, a lot of criticism, a lot of guilt tripping, a lot of negative toxic energy. And what's ahead of you is the complete opposite. Okay, back to this message. Whatever this is, whatever this transmission is, whatever this This is organizational. This is an email. This is a spreadsheet. This is, it could be something official, something, or not official, but just organizational. It could be something like that, that really stimulates your fantasies. This is your risk card. The risk is coming out with the wildest dreams. You're just fantasizing about what this could be, this structure of this relationship, this entire new thing has so much potential. As far as risk is concerned, you feel like you have everything to gain. It's like, what cup do I want? And I'm not picking up emotional confusion, not with this Knight of Pentacles. This is where you know it's like the jackpot. It is vulnerability. You weren't able to be vulnerable with someone before because of criticism or fear of criticism. So even if they weren't a critical person, you just feared. Wow, my fingers are long. It's just that you feared that you were going to be met with criticism. Ooh, in the bedroom, they're telling me. They're telling me that you weren't able to be completely expressive of yourself in the bedroom because you were fearful of criticism. That's sad. Some of you were closing yourself off to reject the relationship before the relationship could reject you, so you never gave people a chance in the past. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And you're like, oh, if I only gave them a chance, it could have been this. No. Even if you were a perfect partner, even if you were perfect, it still wouldn't have lasted because it was not meant to. It was never, sorry, my legs are like, okay. It was never meant to last. So let the past be that, let it go, okay? Because you do have a 10 of Cups behind this. Like, you know it's there. Like, you know it's all just like right around the corner for you. It might not be right around the corner. The Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest knight, but he's the most thorough. He's the most thorough. I'm not going to pull these, but the next three are the Justice, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress. Too many cards. But we have the Ace of, I'm not going to pull it, but we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Why are you like, okay, you know what this is? I know what this is now. This is Gomez Adams here, and I'll tell you why in a second. This is Gomez Adams because this, okay, I'm telling you to let it go, and you did let it go. You already let it go. This is Gomez Adams, who's sort of always going through something torturous, right? He's always going through some sort of existential something. Like, he's always not tweaking out, but he's just always impassioned or depressed or something. You know, there's always something going on with Gomez. And Morticia is very, very, you know, she doesn't get her feathers ruffled. She just kind of, that's his modus. Oh man, Lex, what did you tell me? Ooh, operandi. I think it's operandi. I remember the D-E-E. That's just Gomez's modus operandi. And Morticia, speaking of Morticia, the Morticia nails are back. Morticia just goes with his flow. Ooh. I like that. I like that for you. Okay, so you're sort of somber. Okay, I feel better now because I just didn't want you to stay stuck there. But with all of this happiness going on here, no, you're ready. You're not gonna sabotage yourself. Look at 1111. Look at that. When did I channel that? I mean, I've been channeling it, but there was that really where they gave me that date. Anyway, The Four of Staves, this is the most foundational, secure card in the, like, it's literally like the found, like what you can build on. You know, you don't put a skyscraper, you don't put anything important or that you want to last long, you know, on something unstable and insecure. So no, this is definitely the new stability for you. It's your new normal, where this was your normal before. And I feel like it was either this kind of energy, just mental entrapment, negative mental self-talk, regret, shame, fear, toxic cycles, emotional manipulation. And then I feel like it was just maybe numbing or partying or avoidance, or, you know, just something like a temporary band-aid for all of that. So something happened between this energy and this energy. It's not the purpose of the reading to get into your process of how you came out of it. All they're wanting me to emphasize is the sexual part about being openly yourself and expressing yourself honestly. God, I really don't want to get into detail here. And the future, and focusing on the future, because we have the Four of Staves with the King of Wands. So I feel like this is your energy here. I feel like whether you're male, female, doesn't matter. You are the King of Wands, really passionate about this. If I would be surprised if you either don't have kids already, or if you don't really, really, really want a family. If you don't want your own kid, I would be very, very shocked. I'd be very shocked, because the King of Wands is someone who will passionately back you no matter what. Like, they're going to encourage your creativity. They're going to encourage your passions. This is a passionate man, a very passionate man, okay? This is also the head of a family. So I always see the King of Wands as someone who sort of self-centered. Like, when they come home, they want to sit down at the dinner table, at the head of the dinner table, and they want everyone to sit around them and listen to them talk about their day. Like, all the kids, the wife, you know, grandma and grandpa over there in the corner nodding off. Like, everyone just listen to me talk about what happened at work today and react. You know, it's very, very, he loves having a family because it's attention, because he gets like all the attention. And it's really sweet. It's really sweet. It's not evil or anything. It's very sweet. With the Four of Staves, in his natural element, he's very passionate. You are the other person. Just apply it how it applies. You are this other person extremely passionate about starting a family. And it's emotional passion. It's emotional. That doesn't even sound right. Hold on. What's Saratoga? I don't know what Saratoga means. That's for some one person. You could be signing a lease or a deed. There could be property transactions that's happening right now. There's something happening here. There's actual something, yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles too. There's something legal. You're buying a big property. You're selling a property. But this all goes back to the Lovers. It really all goes... Oh my God. You are kidding me. Look. Oh. You. Okay, here's what it is. You're holding on to... See, okay, I feel so much better, because I was sort of worried with these first two cards, like, what? Get out of that. That's not reality. No, that's not. Don't even worry about that. Because you know exactly, you're a survivor, first of all. You want to live. That's what it is. Life, it's like you're waking up to how to really live life fully, and fully participate, fully show up in your life, fully experience it. You're not avoiding things. You're not putting things off to the side. You're not compartmentalizing. You're not numbing yourself. That's the biggest thing here. You're not numbing yourself with this talk, with this, or you're not guilting yourself and shaming yourself with like these negative words, negative self-talk, negative self-criticism. And this is also environmental, like your environment, maybe people around you were also not even putting this onto you, like not telling you that you're a piece of shit or that you're horrible, whatever, but they could just be telling that to themselves. And so you would mirror them in order to feel accepted, to feel part of the community, and to feel whatever. It could be that too. But now everything's different. And it really feels like this energy is like love has really found you and reached you. I don't know why I made that weird face. Sorry. Anyway, love has found you. Love has changed you. And it's opened your eyes. They're showing me in both of these cards, you don't see the eyes. You couldn't see. You were really shielded from the truth. And now your eyes are open. Now your eyes are completely wide open and you're holding on to your wheel of fortune. It's timing. It's divine timing. You're getting on the wheel. The wheel's coming down and it doesn't stop. And when it comes down, you can either jump on or stay off. You get one moment to decide. You get one moment to decide if you're going to jump in and ride it up to the very top, or if you're going to just stay back and let it go. And you're jumping on for dear life. You're jumping on, you're holding on because you know that this is like it for you. There's some sort of opportunity here. It's a window of opportunity, and you're very, this is so, they're showing me Gomez, like when he gets really excited and his eyes just this is a very passionate, very King of Wands is very Gomez Adams, very passionate. So you're very excited about whatever this is. This person, you're very excited about whoever this person is. And there's something really special about them in particular. You feel like you have hit I said jackpot, didn't I? I did say jackpot. I think when I felt like jackpot energy here, actually, when I was talking about what if I'm going to invest in this person? What's the risk? And you're just sort of like when you ask yourself, you're asking yourself, what's the risk? I'm going to be thorough about this. I'm going to be very, very pristine. You want to shoot your shot and hit the mark first try. So you're thinking about it. You're thinking about your approach. You're thinking about messages. You're reading messages. You're looking at messages. You're looking at transmissions. You're looking at information. Tangible, real-time information. Ooh, they're giving me October 27th. Something about information coming to light. Don't react very strongly to information. Surprise communication. What is this? Hold on. There's some planetary energies that correspond with that date, and I forgot what they are right now. Anyway, you feel like this person's your jackpot, and you're holding on to it. That's why I'm not worried about this anymore, is because I can feel it. No, you have your head on straight. You know what this is. You know the value of it now. You know how to appreciate it. You know how to bring this energy closer to you is what you're working on with this Knight of Pentacles. And it's all to start participating in your life is what they keep telling me, really living your life. Oh, and it's all of the knowledge you've learned about yourself is what you're holding on to. Because in order for this wheel to move, you have to solve the riddle of the Sphinx, who is holding the sword of truth. All of the fixed signs are represented here, reading books of knowledge. Okay, we have Aquarius, the angel, Taurus, the bull, Leo, the lion, and Scorpio for the eagle. You've learned a lot about yourself, coming out of emotional manipulation, shame, guilt, fear, toxicity, negative mindset, scarcity mindset, overcoming criticism. Why is criticism coming in so strong? Criticism was a big thing for you. Self-criticism, criticism that you learned from one or both of your parents, from ex-spouses. Ooh, I'm picking up someone that was criticized in the bedroom. I'm picking up on someone who was criticized for their sexual performance. And it like shook you. It really just, it made you just not want to, or... And it sucks because it was just right back onto... It's like it went into your criticism pile because you had a little pile that started when you were a little kid. Criticism. So that any new criticism from a different person gets added to that pile, they're showing it to me. And so it hurts you as if it comes with the weight of the whole pile. You don't just take it for the one little sliver of criticism. You take it as that entire pile that you've been adding to and respond to it that way. Are you asking me if this person will be critical of you in the bedroom? No. No. Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm getting a lot of excitement from you, though. I mean, the excitement is far outweighing the fears. I love when cards fall out as I'm talking about them. You're very excited. This is heavy passion here. So it's interesting. This is sort of getting very sexual now. So it's interesting because you are so horny. You are so sexually amorous. It's like everything about it. Even, okay, here's the thing. Having sex for the purpose of creating life is showing up to be extremely sexually attractive to you, coming up with this person. Because I feel like you haven't had a family yet. Or if you have a child, they're maybe like 10, 13, 15, where back then it was a whole different, you were in a whole different place in your life, a whole different like attitude, and even like just the way you were having sex was totally different. Totally different when that kid was being conceived. So this will feel different. This will feel better to you. Okay, so it is this Knight of Wands is super sexy, super horny. And because we have the King of Wands with the Four of Staves, it's stable. This isn't the Casanova. This is just Gomez's sexual passion for Morticia. Okay, and we have both of the knights here. We have two knights. We have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Wands. Every little thing that this person does, it just like, I get a connection between you two that's very like, static electricity, little like shocks. It's like you are both very reactive to each other. And like every little thing you do, they're going to respond. They're really going to react. It's really going to like, I don't know if they're very expressive or they're very sensitive. They're either a sensitive person generally, or they're very sensitive to you, like very sensitive to your touch. Like when you touch this person, it's a deep feel. It goes deep. It goes really, really far. And that's why, how interesting. They're telling me that's why you don't have to worry about lasting long enough. And you don't have to worry about... There was another sexual fear that you had that they channeled to me yesterday. It was not lasting long enough, and it was something else. Oh, it was expressing yourself fully. That's why you don't have to worry about being like just letting go and being yourself, expressing yourself. Like don't think about what you're going to do next is what Stay in the moment. God, I wish I could just teach you guys Meisner for like, I wish I could just send it to you where you just, like in the Matrix, you just like download it instantly. It would just save so much. It would save so much explaining. But just stay in the moment and let it take you by storm. Let yourself be in the moment where not only are you not thinking about what you're going to do next or what's going to happen next, but let yourself feel them, because you're also showing up super sensitive, for this Knight of Wands. I'm just getting really sensitive to each other, really, really, like you just, and it's not like that with everyone all the time. It's not really, it's not a connection that people have with like everyone they have sex with. Okay, this is not that. This is something sort of, I mean, it's a soulmate. It's okay. So it's really, really, I don't want to say tender. It's not like it's tender. It's just sensitive. That's all that they're giving me, is that it's very sensitive. So you don't have to worry about lasting long, because it's not about lasting long. Okay, it's quality over quantity. Remember that. Okay. So there's that. You don't have to worry about fully expressing yourself, because this is another person, your counterpart, this person that you're with. They're showing up as just totally loving you. Like the love between you two is just super flowing. There's no obstacle to the love between you two. This 10 of Cups, it's human love perfected. Okay? So just to make it super clear, if someone's ghosting you, if someone's ignoring you, if someone's treating you like shit, this is not that. I don't want anyone to overread this. This is not that. This is not that. This is you overcoming a lot of criticism and shame, guilt, fear, about to enter into a new relationship, or about to redesign a current relationship, like a marriage that you're in. Okay? For the better. And if this is a new person, wow, you really fantasize about this person like a lot. Like a lot. You think about them every day. I don't know if you think about them all day, every day, but definitely every day. Like absolutely. Oh, yeah, you are a little bit like, you haven't had sex with this person yet, hence the sexual hang-ups. Why are they channeling? Who are you? Whose energy am I channeling? So there was something they were giving me about this. Hold on. Ooh, they gave me wife of a close friend. That's you. You used to be a little bit, not to say that you used to sleep with your friends as wives or anything like that. You just like used to be sort of, you were Casanova. I feel like you were sort of not gonna give emotionally and sexually. Okay, we don't have to go there. Let's not go there. That's just like superfluous information I don't need to know about you. Or I don't need to spill your secrets on the internet. So, no, hold on. They're telling me it was for a reason. Oh, you were cheating yourself. You were cheating yourself by being that way. You were depriving yourself of like a real sexual connection. Okay. By being that way, by being like a player, a Casanova, that's another reason why it could have never been what it's about to be. Because when you were going through, sorry guys, it freezes on me. Because when you were going through all of that, and I don't even mean to say like it's not like you had to have been a player that you did cheat or that you were this whatever. It could have also just been that you were very horny and promiscuous. And I don't say promiscuous as a negative. All right, there's polyamorous relationships that work really well for people. It's not about that. It's about choosing people that were going to be critical of you, that were not going to be good to you, that there was an inequality. So it's just a sort of, it's weird. You thought you were being discriminatory with your sexual partners, but you weren't using the right parameters, is what they're telling me. So Knight of Wands, maybe you only were with people that were extremely, extremely ridiculously good looking, and that didn't turn out so well for you because they ended up being very critical and sort of like verbally abusive to you. You found your soulmate amidst all of this, though. We should start. Oh my God, right on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Did you see that? You did. It's the World. I'm only going to take the top card because there's like a bunch beneath it. Wow. Another cycle of completion card. You have 2 tens. You have the 10 of Cups and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, you're about to get a karmic reward, Gomez. You're about to get... See, you're in the finish line. You're in the band of the finish line. You're literally there. You're about to enter protection is what they're telling me to tell you. You're about to enter... See how there's 3 rings representing the different stages of manifestation, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, spiritual manifestation. We have the egg, the cosmic egg right here. You're about to enter into this. Ooh, there's something very protective about this for you, where you're about to receive emotion, spiritual protection. You're making a foundation with this person who's going to give you a sense of security. Safety is what they're telling me. You're going to feel safe with this person to express who you really are. Some of you are confused about who that is. Some of you are confused and getting back to who you really are because you've lived so much of your life responding to perceived criticism, overcompensating for criticism of your past. So this is what they were telling me before about really living life, really showing up for your life. Life is meant for you. You are meant for life. It's like stepping into real life. What real life is about. It's fascinating because there's so, if you just look out in front of you beyond the screen that you're watching this and you look out into your life wherever you are, notice how there are so many things that don't matter and so many things that do matter existing in the same place, in the same space. Okay? Right here, everything around me, all this stuff. You have me here, you have the table, you have the laptop, you have my little capelet, you have this the place out there, a little jacuzzi out there, little campfire pit. You have all this stuff. There's so much that doesn't matter, like the clothes and the cards and the table and this, and all this doesn't matter. And then you have so much that does matter. The source of energy. Okay? And it's like before, in the past, you were focused on everything that didn't really matter. So you couldn't see in front of you what actually does matter. And now, I'm telling you, this soulmate energy is transformative to you. It totally transformed you. It's like you've been sensitive this entire time and you were looking or waiting, unbeknownst to yourself, to react big to something. You were looking, there's something reactive about this. Very, very reactive. You could be a very sensitive person or you just have very strong reactions to things. But you're reacting really big to this soulmate energy of the lovers right here. This is what spurred like a huge, your whole, all of that, everything you had to go through. And going through what you had to go through, you were so smart. Your soul wanted this. Your soul wanted the truth. And there is only one truth, and it's love. And you were smart enough to let the truth change you, to let the truth work on your life and work on you. Whatever can be destroyed by the truth should be. You let it push away everything that doesn't matter, so that now you can see what does matter. You feel like you hit the jackpot. Oh my God, you're fantasizing every day, at least once a day, about your 10 of Cups happiness. About building with someone. You could, like I said, you could be concluding a legal matter soon, having to do with real estate, having to do with the home and family. Maybe your parents lived with you and it's time for them to go to like an old people's home, or getting them in their own residence with a caretaker, and having your own home to start your own family. That's what it really feels like. It feels like you're trying to, that could be what this Knight of Pentacles is about as well, is trying to make the space for them, trying to make the space for this to happen, this family to grow, your own family to grow. Or it could be that you've just been single, living in an apartment, living in a very temporary situation for 30 years, and now you're finally ready to put down roots and to grow your own family. So now you go out and buy a house. Something like that could be happening here as well. But it's like your perspective has changed. And now you're really Gomez Adams, because Gomez Adams has the home. Gomez has the wife. Gomez has children. Gomez still has this sensitivity to always be aware of the darkness and what doesn't matter. And he's able to exist in happiness with a consciousness about all the different shades of reality, where he's still stable, he can still be a husband, he can still be a father, he can still be a businessman. He's never going to let go of Morticia, because Morticia is like the one that can bring his wheel back to the top. When he gets too far down in the dumps about what doesn't matter, he can count on Morticia to bring him up, to bring him back up to the vibration of love. Because when you're contemplating, when you're messing with this energy, it should only be for the purpose of growing and learning something from it. Okay? That's why Gomez goes through these existential quandaries, is to learn something, to figure something out, to know someone else's motive, to figure, he's just got that curiosity about him. Okay? So this represents you as Gomez, like right before you marry your Morticia. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, just take it as it resonates. But you're about to enter this very sacred, safe space with this person. You're not letting, I love this. This might be like my favorite combination ever. It's like you're holding on to Lady Luck herself and you're not letting her go. You're saying, this is my chance. I want to live. It's my life. I want to show up for my own life. I want to win. I want to escape. I don't want to hold on to the past. I don't want to hold on to the pain. I want to win. I want to win. I want to live. I want to make a mad dash to the end of this finish line. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what it takes. I want to finish it. I want to finish it. I want to live. I want to start my life. I want to put my attention to what is really there, what really matters, and I want to enjoy it. I want to feel it. I want to experience grace. I don't want to stay in freaking... I won't say what I want to say. I won't say what I want to say. Okay? That's really what it feels like. That's what all of this feels like to me. Is someone, you, or someone you're connected to, but it feels like you, that you're ready for the next epoch. This is the closing of that, and it's the beginning of this. Okay, so I'm not worried about you at all, my dear. You're going to have, really quick, we're going to clarify before we sign off. These daily readings are going to be longer, closer to an hour, because I'm doing more daily readings all day, every day, which has been really, really cool for me. Really cool. Whoa. Psychic Spy for Hire. If you'd like to hire me and have me psychically spy on someone, feel free to go to theartigan.com/shop and book me with a personal reading. Natalie, the Psychic Spy. Okay. Please clarify for us the Five of Cups with the Eight of Swords. We're going to start with that ugly energy first. The Five of Cups with the Eight of Swords, please. What can you tell us about the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords? What do we need to know? What do we really need to know about this? Ooh, I'm so sorry, my love. Ooh, you were a lamb. You were a lamb as a child, and you were in the steely grip of one or both of your parents who, oh, it was all about controlling you. It was all about controlling you with their words. Oof. Sorry, I'm getting like... they were all about... What was at stake here? What was the big... There's something that... It was life or death for your parents to control you. That's how important it was. It was so important. There was a lot on the line, is what I'm feeling. Like their attitude, this King of Swords attitude, it's like the whole family depended on them controlling you. I don't know what that's about, but you have to release this. And I think you did already. I really, really, really think you already did, because this is an authority issue here where you are no longer under anyone else's authority. Okay, can you imagine anyone telling Gomez what to do? Going into his house and telling him how to be? He would take his freaking sword and just... And you'd be like, okay, like there's no way that Gomez would be like letting anyone... You're like, this is like Gomez liberated, okay? Like very, very freeing. It's like if you were Gomez inside this whole time, oh, thank you. They're telling me you have to kill the king to be the king. You have to, for some of you, it's defying an authority figure, like your father, your mother, your boss, your landlord. There's something authoritative that has to be that you overcame, it feels like. You could be going against family here. You could be going against a family structure. You could be going against what your dad wants you to do. Or a paternal figure. You could be going against what a masculine, I'm just saying masculine, doesn't have to be male, but it's masculine. A masculine figure in your life wants you to do. There's something about controlling you, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like someone controlling you. And they feel like they have the right, is what's really fucked up, is that they feel like they're entitled to control you. Like where if you try to defy them and say, I can't stay with this, if it's a business they want you to do, if it's a favor they want you to do, if it's whatever they want you to do, it's actually showing up as I'm telling you, it's this energy and then all this good energy. And you'll see it at the end. It's all this beautiful energy. And then there's this one little pocket at the very beginning of this shitty, fucked up energy. So it's like, for some of you, it's an obstacle where it's preventing you from actually living, right? Like what we've been talking about this entire time. This person feels completely entitled. This is a very egocentric person, egotistical, could be narcissist. I don't think they're a narcissist. They could have narcissistic tendencies, but they're just gonna, like, if you defy them, their jaws would drop to the floor. Like, what? You know, they're just gonna shit bricks. They're gonna poop themselves if you act against them. For some of you, you have to. For some of you, it is very important to defy this paternal authority type figure. It's someone you respect, maybe not for the right reasons, as you're learning about what really matters and what doesn't matter. For some of you, you have to defy this agenda. I'm just going to say agenda because I don't know what it is specifically. You have to defy this agenda in order to live your own life. Living life for yourself is what's on the table here, is what's at stake here, is what they're telling me about this. There's something that you're trapped in that you feel, ooh, for some of you, this is actually happening right now, where you are in an obligation that you don't want to be in anymore, that you feel beholden to, that you feel that you regret entering. It's like a contract you entered into and you just don't want to honor it anymore. And you feel really shitty that you said yes to it, that you went along for the ride. But you did it because of this guy or this masculine energy. You did it because it's like either a favor or it's a business thing or it's like quid pro quo. It's something like that. It's some sort of exchange, but you hate it. It's killing you. It's like hurting your soul. I don't know what this is. I'm not going to clarify this further. What you need to know is what's on the other side if you end it. If you stand up to this authority figure, what's on the other side is the beginning of the rest of your life. What's on the other side is your soulmate. What's on the other side is everything you've been fantasizing about. What's on the other side is perfect human love. What's on the other side is actually cosmic protection. You spin the wheel of fortune because this person is manipulating you into thinking that if you defy them, your life will be ruined. Everything will be over. Remember, you're susceptible to verbal manipulation, verbal criticism. People are able to elicit a response out of you based on what they're saying. You have an issue with ignoring what people say about you, ignoring what people think of you. That's what they're using to control you. I'm your psychic, spy, tarot strategist. So this is real talk here. This is real strategy. You're dealing with a master strategist, which is why I've all of a sudden become extremely serious with you. You're dealing with a master manipulator, a master strategist. You're dealing with a professional. They could be a lawyer, an actual lawyer. They could be very well versed in legalities, in protocols, in processes, in paper matters, like actual written documents. The swords are words specifically. So they are entrapping you. They're exploiting this vulnerability of yours. They're exploiting your character defect. They're exploiting your weakness. Remember earlier I said that you're susceptible to criticism, like you're actually super sensitive to criticism. And if anyone says anything like kind of little critical, it adds to a big pile of criticism from before. This person knows that. This person knows that about you, and they're exploiting that. And they're using it against you. I feel like you know this is going on, and I feel like you can't do anything about it, and that's a bunch of bullshit. You can leave. You can walk away from this. You can defy the authority. You can go back on your promise. You can go back on what you said. They're totally entrapping you with the words. I'm going to give you a heads up. Don't try to argue with this person. I'm not sure how well you would do in a debate with this person. The King of Swords is the king of words. It's the king of debate. And unless you have me in your ear feeding you words, because I'm a genius screenwriter and I got the words, I wouldn't go toe to toe with this person. I'm just keeping it real. You're Gomez. You're not Gomez's lawyer. You're not, okay, so you're Gomez. You have a passionate, love-filled life to lead. You don't want to get, and this is how they stir you up. They keep you down there in the dumps with words. And then what they tell you, you go on to tell yourself later. And it keeps you entrapped. So part of the test for you is to overcome this actual person. And I feel like it is an archetype. It is a personality. You've got to defy this person and you have to break free. Otherwise, you don't earn this. You have to know that. Otherwise, you don't earn. This is about closing out major karmic cycles. For you, it's a major karmic cycle about the words. Overcoming the effect of people's words upon you. Everything you say is either a spell or a curse, which is why you have to be very careful with the words you choose. which is why you yourself are very susceptible to words and criticism and negativity. They're exploiting it. So don't devolve a conversation with them into an argument. This person will probably trump you. Like, they'll probably strong arm you with words. They'll throw your promises back at you. They're going to guilt you. Everything. They're going to pull out all the stops. Emotional guilting, verbal manipulation. They're going to throw your promise back at you. Oh, you're not a man of your word. Oh, well, you're not. Don't even go there. Just say, I'm out. This is over. Delay. I'll tell you later. I'll let you know. We'll talk about this later. But all you have to know, it's urgent. I have to leave. This has to end. You'll have to figure out some kind of like a lie. You'll have to figure out because I don't know. I just wouldn't even, don't try to explain it to this person is what I'm saying. Very inarticulately. Don't try to explain your reasoning to this person, because this person will use fallacious reasoning to keep you committed to whatever you committed to before. Break this commitment. This is something I, Natalie, give you permission to break. You can break this commitment. You can break this one, because it's keeping you from, I'm telling you, right on the other side of this is like the life that you're going to live the rest of your life. And you want it, you're ready for it, you've been fantasizing about it. The only thing that's been keeping you back is this other commitment to this person, to this manipulative person. It could be a family member. It could be anybody, to be honest. Wow. This is going to be a little bit of a long reading. Okay. We'll just, for fun, clarify the Lovers. What else do we need to know about the Lovers, please? Maybe we'll just do them all really short, though. Ooh. Two of Swords with the Lovers. This is you not being able to approach this person because of this fuckery over here. See, you're being held, you're holding yourself back. You have the blindfold on. It's your own blindness. You don't feel like you can move. You don't feel like you can move forward with this, but you can. You can. Okay, let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. It's just more confirmation about what I've been saying. The Knight of Pentacles, please. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this Knight of Pentacles? Ooh. Ooh. The Four of Swords. So this hasn't happened yet. You're meditating on this. You're meditating on your approach. So this is someone that you have not met, or if you know them, you haven't approached them with, hey, I know that we work together or whatever, but would you like to go out and have some like coffee sometime or whatever that is. You just haven't actually approached them with this sort of proposition. Okay. And if you're in a relationship already, that's you talking about the big thing. It's you talking about about the bedroom issue, about whatever that is, okay? But you want it. You're so ready for it. There's just that fucked up. Okay. Ooh. Clarifying the two sevens, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups is the Knight of Swords. You want to make your fantasies a reality, and you have two of the fast knights. Nothing can stop you. Let me just put it this way. Nothing can stop you. Do you see how he doesn't even see these trees, the ground, the clouds? They're just a blur. This is the attitude. Oh, there's butterflies. See, I knew some horse had the butterflies on their little, their little what you call. You are just tearing through. And you're getting your own psychic downloads, I feel like. You're getting, but it's like in the form of fantasies for you. That's interesting. You know that this is just like everything for you. You want to get to it. You're so impatient. And I feel like you feel like you're under the clock. You feel like, oh my God, you feel like you're going to lose this person if you don't act fast, because they don't know that you're liking them. They don't know that you're like into this. The other person, if you're single, the other person doesn't know all of this, that you're thinking about them this way. So they're going to go out and find someone else. Not that they're really going to go out and find someone else, but you're kind of, this sense of urgency is prompted in you. Like you want to, like you just know that this is what you want. Let's clarify the 10 of Cups. What else do we need to know about the 10 of Cups, please? For whoever I'm channeling, what else do we need to know about the 10 of Cups? Ooh, I love this. The 9 of Staves, the wounded warrior with the 10 of Cups. You're going to be, you're going to be such a good parent. You're going to be such a good provider. You're going to be such a good Gomez. I don't care if you're male or female. You're going to be an incredible Gomez because you're going to defend the boundaries of this relationship. You're going to protect this person. You're going to protect the connection. You're going to protect your happiness. You're going to protect your family. You're going to protect what you love from the energy that you have yet to escape from completely. How can you protect your family from the wolves if you are still under the paw of the wolf? Let's just be logical for a second. You're in a situation that you need to escape. How are you going to protect your family? Think of if it were your son, if it were your daughter in your position now, what would you tell them? What would you tell them? Are you behaving in the manner of advice that you'd be giving to your, to your offspring? Because that's who you're thinking about here. You're actually extremely protective of your own. And that's why this could be conflicting for you, because they could be manipulating you into thinking that they're your own. Like what they're holding over you is they're playing on your sense of commitment to what you love. But they're exploiting it, so it's not really very fair. Sure, you made a commitment to this, but this commitment is not good for you. It's like killing your soul or something. It's not showing up as something that was good for you to begin with. Let's clarify King of Wands and the 4 of Staves. The 11. Oh my. Another 10, the 10 of Swords with the Ace of Cups. Whoa. We only have 2 kings on the table. One of them is you, and one of them is this paternal authority figure. The King of Swords, to clarify, the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. The King of Wands with the 4 of Staves, with the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Swords to clarify this. This is further clarifying that you have to kill the king to be the king. This is a connection that you thought there was love there. It was an expression of your love to them to take on this commitment that you now sincerely regret. And what this is saying is to end it, is to end that, because this overflowing cup right here, this is a bubble that has to burst, like literally burst with fluid coming out. This has to burst, and it's usually the good burst. It's usually the positive, happy bursting. But with the 10 of Swords, this is like, no, it has to have a really firm, precise, clear end in order for the King of Wands to assume the throne and create for themselves. In order for the King of Wands to create stability for themselves, this has to end. You are giving. That's what this overflowing is. It's you giving, you know. And if they really loved you, they would let you out of it. Let me put it that way. If they really loved you, this is a test on this relationship too. If this is a family commitment, if this is whatever, I can see how it's bad for you. If they can't see how it's bad for you and let you out, say, oh, I understand that you made this commitment when, before you met your soulmate, whatever this is, Okay, we'll figure it out. Don't you worry. You go live your life. You go be happy. We'll figure it out. If they're not saying that, it's putting the whole context of your relationship into a much clearer. But it's very clear here that you have to kill the king to be the king, that you have to defy that you have to end this. You have to put a stop on this flow. You could be bleeding money. You could be bleeding respect. You could be, you're letting, it's dissipating a resource of yours. Let me put it that way. They're depleting one of your resources, and it feels emotional. It feels like an emotional toll, but it could be something else that you've got to end. You have to stop the bleeding so that you can replenish with your soulmate, because the soulmate's replenishing for you. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, please. What else can you tell us about the Four of Pentacles? Oh my gosh, you guys. We have the Six of Cups, the Chariot, and the Nine of Cups. Oh my God. So whoever I'm channeling for, where are you taking me today? How interesting. So this is a person, a soulmate. This is someone you have not met yet, but who feels so familiar. They feel so close to you already because they're actually a past life association. The Six of Cups, that's my past life love card. This is also nostalgia. So it's a childhood friend, someone from the past in this lifetime, or from a past lifetime, past love. Okay? With the Chariot, with the Nine of Cups. So you are just so in love with them. That's all I see is like love with this on like this side of the table here. It's all about love, another speed, another card showing. See, these are both denoting speed. This is direction. The Chariot is the direction in which he steers the Sphinx. Another Sphinx, you're over. We have the Sphinx to clarify the Sphinx. Look at that. You have two Sphinx here, and then you have the one on top of the wheel. So you've solved the riddle of self-knowledge. You've learned what you've learned about yourself in order to be a wonderful Gomez. Now it's being put to the test. This is the direction you want to take this Wheel of Fortune. You want to take this Wheel of Fortune energy, this boost of luck, this window of opportunity, and you want to capitalize on it. That's what you want to do. You want to rush towards it. It's like I said, the wheel coming down, and it's like double dutch. I can jump in or stay out. You want to jump in. Yes, I commit to this. Yes, I'm on board with this. This is my soulmate from the past. I can recognize them. I know I'm going to be very happy. They're my wish fulfillment. I want to do everything with them. And this is the direction I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in the direction of the Wheel of Fortune. You're holding on to it. You don't want this moment to pass you by. You don't want this window of opportunity to close. So you're doing everything you can to actually buy yourself more time. But I'm telling you, this has to burst. This thing with the King of Swords is what's actually holding this back. It's nothing else. It's this other commitment that you have that you don't feel like you can get out of. But the universe is telling you you can and you should. It's your test though. Like a soulmate can't, you know what I'm saying? Like no one can make you do this. It's something that you're going to learn to do or you're not going to do. You're either going to do it or you're not. Will this moment pass you by? I don't know. They're not showing me that. They're just showing me that. Let's just keep it moving. Knight of Wands, please. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Double confirmation, Four of Pentacles. You're also holding on to your passion. You're actually holding on to your horses, quite literally. Take a look at that. Clouds in my coffee. Oh, Jeff. The Four of Pentacles. Pentacles. Okay. So seriously, you're holding your horses. You're holding your horses. You're trying to I feel it, like the passion's just like building and building and building, and you're trying to wait for like the opportune time. At the same time, you know the time is right now. It's like right now, and you're like, oh, but I have all these other. The cosmos is testing your ability to prioritize. Remember when I said before about how everything that doesn't matter and all these things that do matter can exist in the same space, in the same place? That's what's going on here. The cosmos is testing where your focus is. That's what I mean by priorities. If your focus is on your commitment to the King of Swords, that's your reality. If your focus is on your soulmate, that's your reality. You're creating your own reality. Because you're focusing on this commitment, that's your reality, and the soulmate is just a fantasy that you want to rush towards. You're holding on to your passion, though. You really, really, really are. But the cosmos is testing you. This wheel of fortune, I'm telling you, it's not like the wheel's going to wait for you. The wheel doesn't wait. It really doesn't. Like, you do it or you don't. You're either going to put an end to this overgiving, because you're the Ace of Cups here. You're the Holy Grail of relationships. You've got to put an end. You have to stop it. You have to plug it up because it's being exploited. Let's clarify the world and then call it a day. Ooh, I like this combination because he's holding the world and then it's like the world. You actually have this person, they want me to say in the palm of your hand. I'm personally not really comfortable with saying that, but that's what they're giving me. So there we go. You have this person, your soulmate. You have your soulmate. They're like in front of you. Actually, for some of you, they're close to you. And for some of you, there's a major distance and that you'll have to travel very far to get to them. The world card is travel. And then he's looking out to these far distant lands. So they could be far from you, but they're actually really, really close with you because, like I said, you think about them every single day. For some of you, it's all day, every day. But they're with you. They're with you energetically, and it might be a physical distance that you have to conquer to get to them. Oh my God. This is confirming what I said earlier about breaking your commitment to the King of Swords. That's how you close the distance. It could be that this commitment has you away, has you far away, and you have to close the distance to be with this love of your life, to be with the soulmate. That you feel like this Two of Swords is having the energy but no direction. You have you already know this is the soulmate. That's your direction. But you're blinded by your own, or it's like you're being held back by your own words. Someone's using your words against you. You said you were always going to be there for me. Okay. They're throwing it back in your face. And so you feel like you can't approach the soulmate, but you do. You actually have to close out this last cycle. And this doesn't have anything to do with your soulmate. This all has to do with the authority, the paternal authority figure. You have to kill the king to be the king. Okay, my love, let's just pull one Moonology because I feel like we need advice for you. Wow, what a really full reading, you guys. Yeah. It's very clear, like there's like this side and then there's that side. I feel like you really don't want to do this. You don't want to stand up to this King of Swords. They're super smart. They're super powerful. They could dance circles around you with their words. They throw your words back at you. I totally get it. That's why you just have to leave. You just have to walk away. You just have to say, I can't explain it right now. I promise you I will later. I don't know. You have to find your own words, your own way. But it's daunting to you, I can tell. But there's so much waiting for you here. Like your own family, like a soulmate, like complete perfect happiness, perfected human love, dreams coming true. Ooh. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio energy. Work through your fears. You have fears to work through, and it's about being blindfolded. It's about like you yourself being blinded by your own. It's like you don't know that you have power. You don't feel like you have the power to defy this person. They're more powerful than me. They're more established than me. They're more, where did I put my, what you call? Ah, it's all the way over there. Hold on. You feel like they're more, talk amongst yourselves. Okay. You feel like they're more established, or they're more powerful, or they're more knowledgeable. And like I said, they could have, it could be like they're pulling in like all the legal things where they're trying to legally hold you to some crazy agreement, or they're trying to force you, or there's like a veiled threat, like, oh, if you don't follow through on this, oh, so and so and so and so is going to have to get involved, and you know what happens when so and so and so and so gets involved, don't you? It could be something like that, which is like a really mean thing to say and do. I don't forget it. And then a win-win outcome is forecast. You have full moon and Libra energy. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. So I know you're super scared of standing up to this authority figure, but it must be done. I'm telling you right now, it could not be clearer in the cards that you've got to go back on this. That's interesting that you have to break a commitment in order to free yourself to make the commitment that's the right choice for you. You made this commitment in a different vibration is what they're giving me. You made this commitment in a different vibration, and it no longer reflects who you really are. Some of you are going to take those words to the bank, and you're actually going to tell them, I made this commitment when I was a different person. Honoring this commitment no longer reflects who I am. I have to walk away. I love you, and I am happy to help you and support you in helping yourself in a different way that more accurately reflects who I am now, who I really am. I know that you love me. I know that you respect me. And I know that you'll support me in this. And that you will gracefully accept the closing of this matter and my involvement in it as well. Okay, wow, this is really long. I'm going to sign off. Love you guys forever. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so they gave me another download after I stopped recording. What they want you to know for this win-win outcome is forecast. Some of you are going to try and do like the switcheroo, where you pull out of that commitment and try to replace your involvement with something equally helpful or equally comparable, so that it's a less of a sting. And I feel like if you compromise that way, that yes, a win-win outcome is forecast, where you get to get out of the commitment and they still get something. Okay, so some of you are going to try to work on that, and some of you are not only working on your approach to the soulmate, but how to find that solution as well, like a win-win for everyone. Like your soulmate, the King of Swords, this crazy like authority figure, and then whatever the commitment is. Because I feel like the commitment is to and with the King of Swords, but it doesn't have to do with the King of Swords himself. I feel like it has something to do for something else. Okay, so either way, you're going to figure it out, and everyone's going to win in this. But you've got to get out of this commitment in order. It's whatever the commitment is that's blocking you from approaching and living this beautiful life with your soulmate. Because there's an opportunity opening up with this soulmate that you are not able to take, that you're not able to walk through because of that commitment, because of that King of Swords. You're not able to do everything that you want to do because of that. So that's whatever that is that's holding it back. That's what you have to work on finding. You can either, some of you are going to try to actually switch it out with your help with something else, and then some of you are just going to walk away totally and completely, totally walk away from that commitment and say, I'm going to go be with my soulmate. I'm going to start my new life. I'm going to actually participate and show up for my own life. And then, like I said, some of you are going to try to find a way to work where, and that's another show of authority is, okay, I'm going to pull back my involvement, but I'm going to put in, let me refer you to someone, or let me put in someone. There's something like, it could be a little bit of taking your place, but It's finding a bit of a creative and elegant solution where you don't have to burn bridges, because that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid of crossing that King of Swords. You're afraid of burning a bridge. So you're either trying to work on a solution where you're not burning a bridge with the King of Swords, or you are going to really end that codependent relationship. And it feels there's some codependency sprinkled throughout that past, with like past partners, past past authority figures, just all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get into it. This is already super long, but that's all that they wanted me to say is that Win-Win Alchemist forecast has to do with either you redesigning that agreement, redesigning that commitment, revamping that in some way, shape, or form, or walking away completely. So you're actually safe, you're covered no matter what you decide, Gomez. If you want to walk away from the King of Swords, you can walk away clean. And it'll work, Win-Win Alchemist forecast, and it'll actually be better for them. They don't see that yet, but it actually will work for them better. And if you try to find a different solution for that commitment and still extricate yourself so that you can live your life with your soulmate and start your family and live happily ever after, that will work as well. So there's a couple different groups of you, okay? There's my phone. Thank you very much, my dears. I love you forever, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.